Alright, I compared the similarities between Outagamie and West Milwaukee. Next week I have court hearings on the 16th and 17th. First West Milwaukee on the 16th and then Outagamie on the 17th. I'll be on Zoom for the 16th in West Milwaukee and then in person on the 17th. And I'm comparing the scripts. I have the script for West Milwaukee, I have the script for Outagamie, and I inputted those, and also the law as well. And I asked ChatGPT to compare bias. Is there any similarity in bias between the two scripts? Initial approach and demand for ID, unjustified demand for identification. Case 1. Officer Outagamie demands ID from Hines based on the appearance of his vehicle, indicating suspicion of camping without specifying a crime or clear violation initially. Case 2. Officer Aide demands ID from Hines for being parked in front of a closed business without a clear crime being articulated initially. Similarity. In both cases, the officer demanded identification without providing immediate and specific reasons, which can be seen as an overreach of authority and potentially biased enforcement. Response to cooperation. Escalation despite cooperation. Case 1. Hines offers to discuss and clarify the situation but faces threats of detainment and arrest when he questions the officer's demands. Case 2. Hines expresses willingness to leave the premises and offers to exchange IDs, but the situation escalates to detainment when he questions the officer's demands. Similarity. In both scripts, Hines's attempts to cooperate and clarify the situation are met with escalating demands and threats, suggesting a bias towards assuming non-compliance and treating Hines as uncooperative without proper cause. Power dynamics. Refusal to provide own identification. Case 1. Officer Outagamie refuses to provide his first name while demanding full identification from Hines. Case 2. Officers Aide and Tayloff refuse to provide their own IDs while demanding Hines asserting their authority without reciprocation. Similarity. Both cases show a power imbalance where the officers demand full compliance from Hines without offering the same transparency, indicating a potential bias on how authority is exercised and a lack of mutual respect. Legal grounds and justification. Lack of clear legal justification. Case 1. The legal basis for detaining Hines under the camping ordinance is questioned with no immediate harm or clear violation. Case 2. The legal justification for detaining Hines for being in front of a closed business is unclear, with no immediate harm or complaint from the business. Similarity. Both interactions lack clear and immediate legal justification for the level of enforcement applied, suggesting potential bias in interpreting and enforcing the law against Hines. Conclusion. The similarities and bias between the two scripts are evident in the initial unjustified demands for identification, escalation despite Hines's cooperation, refusal to provide reciprocal identification, and the lack of clear legal grounds for detainment. These factors collectively indicate a pattern of biased enforcement and a potential overreach of authority in both cases.